Elf the Musical is ready to hit the stage at Encore Theatre. We're going to learn more about the show. Joining us today, we've got Kobe Page, and he is Buddy in the show. And then we have the director, Ashley Roberts, joining us to tell us more. So thank you both for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, Ashley, let's start with you because, I mean, Elf the movie is a classic. Everybody watches that. Will they see kind of the same thing with this musical, or is there a big difference between it?
It's a lot the same. There is some differences, of course. The music is a little bit different, and in the musical, there's no Papa Elf, so it's Santa that's narrating the story. So that's the difference mainly there. Otherwise, a lot of the same lines, the same funny bits are in it that makes it the classic Elf that everybody's gonna know and love and enjoy.
Right, I think that's a good selling point because everybody loves that show, and so they'll want to come to see the musical form.
Exactly, yeah, and it's kind of neat to see it on stage and a different form of it too. It's neat to kind of see a little bit different story, even though it's the same story everybody knows.
All right, and so Kobe, let's go to you because you play Buddy, and everybody thinks of Will Ferrell. So, I mean, did you take that in consideration, or are you making Buddy your own character?
Yes and no. So I think a lot of people are obviously going to come to the show and kind of expect maybe like a very similar sort of portrayal of him, and that's what I'm trying to kind of do. But I also, whenever I'm in these shows, I kind of want to try and make it my own. So that's always my main goal, is to take from the comedic aspect of Will Ferrell and all of the kind of wonderful things he did with the character, but also try and kind of show everybody like my fun side.
Right, so Buddy, he finds out he's not an elf, and so he leaves the North Pole and gets to go to New York and check out his real family. And there's a lot of good fun in this. And Ashley, do you think, you know, around the holidays we sometimes get stressed out, sometimes depressed? You need some fun in this kind of show?
Yes, absolutely. And I think that's kind of the story within the story is, you know, he goes to New York to find his dad, and then his dad's so focused on work, he's not really focusing on the fact that now he has this adult son that's kind of just making his world turn upside down. And it kind of makes you stop and realize, you know, it's the little things that matter around the holidays. It doesn't matter about your work or, you know, these other things that you have to get done and do. It's to spend time with your family. And this is a good way to do that. Just come out and enjoy us trying to entertain you for a couple hours.
Yeah, Kobe, we're seeing video right now of you guys at rehearsal, so there's a lot to this. I mean, sure, you got to memorize lines, but you got to sing and dance and stuff, right? So what's that been like?
Actually, that kind of comes way quicker with me than a lot of the other people in the cast, but that's just because I kind of have I have a twin sister, and she's done dance her whole life, so that really helps me out in the dancing department. And with the singing, you know, I've had many wonderful teachers in the past and even still present that help me out with that. And so I find that way quicker to figure out than the line aspect of the show. But other than that, I mean, it's not been too bad. You know, just practice in your free time, practice it when you're here. It's not that bad. So.
Are you enjoying it? Because, you know, I was joking with you earlier, you know, a lot of weight on your shoulders. You got to carry this show, but are you having fun with it? Because it is such a fun role.
Yeah, I am having a lot of fun with it. I like when I first kind of had our read through, it was really fun seeing like what lines made the musical and which ones like didn't. So there could be like really funny ones that were in the movie that weren't in the musical, but then there's also a lot of funny ones that are in the show. And that I think a lot of the audience that's going to come out and watch is going to see those similarities, and they're going to enjoy which ones actually did make the cut. I think that's going to be really interesting.
Yeah. Ashley, this is the first time you're directing, so what's that been like for you?
It's been a little bit of adjustment. I'm not new to doing shows. I actually had my first show here. George Dunster was the director for my very first show at Encore. So I had him to kind of learn from, and, you know, I've had a lot of people helping me out. And when I had my interview to do the show, they asked me, like, do you think a musical is kind of too big for your first show? And I said, well, no, because it's a production team. It's not just me. And there's so many different parts that come together to make the show what it is. And I, you know, have to kind of do a lot when I'm not here at the theater and work kind of behind the scenes. And it's fun. It's kind of a nice way to do something different with the show. And I really like it. But I think having the correct production team with me can either make or break it. And so I have a pretty good one. So all their help that they've given me has been making it a lot easier than what it could be.
All right, so we want to head back to the theater. The show dates, we got 2 weekends of Elf coming up. So our tickets are on sale now?
Yes.
Yeah.
They can go online. You can go online and purchase tickets, or you can call the box office and get them that way as well.
All right, very good. So December 10th and 11th, and the 16th, 17th, 18th at 8 o'clock, and then the Sundays are matinees at 2 o'clock. It sounds like it's going to be a great show. Everyone will get in the holiday spirit with Elf the Musical. Thank you guys for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
All right, don't go away. New Edition continues in a moment.
Toyotathon is on. Now's the time to get a great deal on